just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one, and he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Dick, and it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. Hornets trail by 8. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Now here's Sexton, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. 2 on the clock. And here's Knipple from the arc. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Shed, checked by Sexton. Now Grady Dick, yet to see a basket. Buries it down low. Now here's Sexton. Defense is right there. Pass to Knipple, over Dick. That's good from Knipple on the assist by Sexton.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Quickly, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a series of injuries for Emmanuel Quickly last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now, because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble. No doubt, Emmanuel Quickly, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely.
Now here's Ball. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Ball against Quickly. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here comes Toronto on the push. Walter, good.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now here's Bridges. 35 points his last game. Here's Ball. Rebound Toronto. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And no good. So we conclude the first half. It's the Raptors up by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The Houston Rockets will be playing against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. That one's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
This is going to be easy.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Hornets.
If they think they'll win.
Thanks as always.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Emmanuel Quickley with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then there's Colin Sexton. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. Now here's Barrett, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. 4-3. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for LaMelo Ball. Pass to Mobo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Toronto leading by 9. Quickly from outside. Knipple with the rebound. Sexton against Quickly. Now here's Sexton. He's closely guarded. Diabate. And he dunks it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Quickly. 7 points in the game. Now the Hornets moving it up. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Sexton against Quickly. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Barrett. No good with a layup. Hornets trail by 5. Bridges with it. Now Quickly defending. And the basket by Bridges.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now here's Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. Oh, there's the alley. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off and it forced the miss.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Dick with a miss. And it's the Hornets ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. So they take the lead. Sexton's got his first 2 points.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. "11 seconds left in the third quarter. Quickly outside. Here's Barrett. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Charlotte on top. They lead by 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game. So for the Raptors right now, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's Quickly in the point guard. And so it's Charlotte with it. The Raptors making their last shot. Here's Bridges. Rejected by Barnes.
Well, Barnes is a point forward with a wingspan of 7 feet 3 inches, so he is always a threat to send it back in your face.
And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. here's Ball. He launches. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Barrett outside, puts up the tray. Oh, it's off target. The Hornets with the lead. And here's Ball. He's off from three. Quickly up top.
Well, it's not easy, but defensively you want to avoid fouling a guy like Quickly.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to one. For Charlotte, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
Bucket is good!
Well, they really needed that one right there, and Ingram came through in a big moment.
The free ball is down!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen. Hoping to inspire his team here.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, that was a big spot, and Colonel was not afraid of the moment.
Expect them to take their time to strip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Outside ball. 6 to shoot.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him very carefully.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And they go to the intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Turning here to our analysts, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
Ooh, it doesn't go. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so the Hornets take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to introduce our play.